Squeaky chair. See if I'm on here. And I'm on. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my live stream. It is August 29th, Sunday. It's Bozo Night tonight here on the Greg K6EGG live stream, which will be coming up in about 55 minutes or so, give or take a couple minutes. Looking forward to checking in there in 144, 240 upper sideband. The Bozo Net is on Sunday night and Wednesday night between 7 and 8 p.m. on both those nights. So if you're local to the area and you're just watching the channel for the first time, feel free to check in. Also, anybody new to the live stream tonight, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there on the bottom right. I'm always trying to get new subscribers. Don't worry, I'm not going to try to sell you anything other than some good ham radio action here. So here's another thing I'm going to be keeping my eye on tonight is New Orleans. It's not looking too good right now. The storm has the Category now 3 hurricane has stalled out pretty much over Louisiana right now. It's kind of like circling a little tiny area. Obviously, that's a future forecast there. That's current right now. We even got music to this. Kind of eerie. There's a COVID-19 dashboard. It's kind of like this. All right, so let's lose that right now. See if there's any other live stream of this hurricane. Hurricane Ida. It's Ida, right? I is in Ida. There's a bunch of guys out there doing live streams. As now it's, excuse me, it's not there. There's no audio on this. That is unfortunate. That's a pretty mean storm there, folks. It's still a Category 3 right now. It's made landfall almost 10 hours ago. So it's definitely messing some stuff up here in southern Louisiana. The reason why I'm watching this, keeping a close eye, I've over the past 15, actually before that, probably 20 years, I've spent quite a bit of work time and personal time in the greater New Orleans area. And it's a great place, great people, great history, great Southern history, and most of all, great food, really good food. My favorite fried chicken place, Willie Mae's Scotch House. Look it up there on Yelp. Very, very good fried chicken. My favorite fried chicken in the entire planet. So good. It's like perfect. Exactly what fried chicken's supposed to be is there. Of course, I'm more concerned about the people's homes, but I hate to see the culture getting destroyed. And food is a huge culture down in that area of the state. And it's just getting decimated right now with, well, they're getting like 3 inches of rain an hour in some places right now and 115 mile an hour winds. That's pretty massive there. So kind of scary stuff. Just trying to see if there's any other live stream of there was storm chasers out there, but I think they got knocked out. WWLT
sort of marsh area, and we usually don't see that. You know, I have in-laws in Acadia Parish. You know, my wife's a raging Cajun, USL, ULL, and you know, up there, Lafayette and North, Opelousas, they don't usually get, and this far north, you don't usually get the brunt of the hurricane. This is different. This is going to hit here, essentially like a strong Cat 2 into a Cat 3 on the coast, but here, all the way up here, in, you know, near Hammond and Tangipahoa, here in Amite, in the north end of the parish. So that's what we're facing here, and it's just getting started for us. Even so many people out there so weary from this storm already. And of course, the problem is when it's over here, this is your home. This is where you live. You're worried about your family and your friends. I'm worried about my family, you know, just west of Baton Rouge. So we'll keep an eye on all of this for you. That's the story here from Amite. I'm Brendan Keefe for Eyewitness News.
From WWL-TV, this is continuing coverage of Hurricane Ida.
Hurricane Ida.
Well, welcome back as we continue to track Hurricane Ida.
All right, they're going to dump out of here. I was hoping to find some live storm chasers out there. I'm assuming most of the ham radio activity will probably be at least in the southern Louisiana area and western Florida Panhandle along. I think Mississippi's in there as well. It's a small part of like Mobile type Alabama. Most of those guys will probably be on frequency as soon as the wind dies down. On the HF emergency frequencies there to help out with the situation down there. A lot of power is out. As far as I just read that the entire city of New Orleans is without power. That's a pretty big city. That's almost the size of San Diego without no power. So feeling for those people out there in New Orleans. So trying to see. Oh, there we go. There we got a storm chaser driving around. Let's see if I can get some audio from it.
Look, no matter how many lights I put on, I've got light bar. I got 50-inch light bar coming off the side of my passenger side, 50-inch light bar off my driver's side, two 25-inch light bars in the front, my emergency flashers on, and I still promise you somebody's gonna come down here and drive around me. High light in the water with the cars in it, so I can't really do a whole lot else. I'm not gonna turn sideways and block it because anybody at this point I don't trust enough not to hit me.
Guy has 16,000 people watching.
Until that moment.
Really?
Because you just don't know what you're gonna find, who's gonna be there, you know, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I know. See, watch this guy right here. Go ahead, dude. You got this.
No.
I got this.
I've only got like 45 lights on cars and you just see the hood on, but that Chrysler 300's got this. Promise you.
Watch this car go by. It'll dump out of it.
Well, I'm gonna keep my waders on.
Just no, not an Amber Alert. That's a flash flood emergency.
Could you imagine an Amber Alert at this moment? Like, it would be, unfortunately and sadly, the most ignored Amber Alert of all time.
So if you guys want to check this out, you can watch
let's be honest.
right here.
Somebody in the middle of the hurricane taking their kid.
I don't know. I've never been able to make it from one side of Texas to the other without an Amber Alert. So
WX
We
chasing.
get silver alerts in Florida.
silver alerts.
You know what those are?
So let's get to some live radio here, which is the original reason why I'm here. I got nobody watching anyways right now. Stump on frequency here. comment? Hey, Fred. So I didn't call you back. Was busy with some stuff. Is that Curtis in there?
Curtis, we got our programs working good off our cell phones now. Go ahead, Curtis.
Okay, I just switched over to my vertical, but it seems like Keith is coming a little bit better on my vertical than my beam. So I'm copying you both on the GP9. But yeah, we got the picture thing working. It's pretty cool.
Excellent. And we're streaming right now. And Curtis, this is the first time I talked to you probably about 3 weeks, right?
Yeah. Well, it's probably the first time you've heard me that long, but I've heard you because you know me, I'm a sandbagger.
Of course. Well, it's nice to hear you again. It's been a few weeks. And, yeah, sorry, Fred. I came on, I was streaming, and I was taking care of some stuff downstairs. And I had just got done with some dinner with my parents there.
Well, did you see the picture of that pencil I sent you?
Yes.
I'm having some made up right now.
Okay.
What's going to say on a pencil?
No, I'm okay. I'm good.
The pencil, these are custom made. It's going to say 144.250 in green, and then it's going to say live in red.
Live.
Did you get it? Did you get it there, Grant?
I'm looking. All I have is, I'll bring it up too. I have one that says Sue on it.
No, that's Sue on that one. That's just a picture that I took of the pencil. Ours is going to say 144.250 in green on a white pencil, and right behind it's going to have the words live in red. I'm having it made up right now. I'll have it in about 3 weeks.
Copy. Cool deal. Thank you.
I'll send you a couple. You can show them on the streaming there. Give them away for the longest contact on streaming.
We would have to give that to the guy in New Zealand there. I saw the Curtis AJ60 Bozo there. I don't really think he's a bozo. He might be a hobo, though.
You send me a couple pictures.
I got a picture of a hobo also. I got way too many pictures that I need.
I have it up on YouTube now, the Hobo Net.
Oh yeah, I got that. And then you saw the one that's the Bozo?
Yeah, I got that one up, the AJ60 one.
Yeah, that is cool, Daddy-o.
I don't even know what Curtis looks like. That's no fair. Unless he looks like a bozo.
With a pair of headphones on.
I didn't mean to break up your conversation. I was just jumping in to say hi because I haven't heard Curtis in a while.
I'm not going to be like that one guy, Chief.
just to let you know, I talked to a couple people on 5 too. Maybe they'll. I think one of them said they might come down here once they get their other radio in their car. N6KDX or N6DXN.
Is that the guy with the TS2000?
No, this guy was out of Corona. I didn't know if it was K6DXN or N6KDXN. But he was in the Corona area. And then there was another guy I talked to in downtown LA. I don't know if he's going to be coming down here. I think he had a Kenwood B71 K6JUZ. I am so bad with these call letters, even though I have them written down. I don't know. I don't get it.
Curtis?
Yeah.
I got the picture up there where you got the two square boxes and the pictures. What do you click on after that?
Well, you have to pick, there's a little button that says, I think it says select image. Isn't that what it says? The left-hand box, the small box on the bottom?
It says set of files.
Yeah, so you click on that and you go find a picture that you want to put in there. What you have to do first is you have to use your phone. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, you have to find a picture that's on your computer, put it in there, and then you'll hit the other button on the right-hand side that says transfer. And if you got it set up right, it'll transfer from your computer to your Wi-Fi to your router and back to your radio.
Okay, so do I got to turn my Photoshop on, whatever, bring those pictures up and then drag it from there into this box?
Well, it only works with JPEG pictures, so just find whatever JPEG pictures are on your computer.
Okay, but I got a lot of them already in there on my computer, but do I got to bring up my Pizzazza pictures or whatever? I have to bring that program up and take pictures out of that and drag it over?
I don't know. You might be able to do that. I just click on it, and then it brings up my folders, and I just go whatever folder.
That is a mean storm. It's still very organized going into now central Louisiana right now.
I'm gonna bring mine up. I gotta find it. It's under ST on the browser thing of my Windows thing. So ST200. Click on that. Okay. So on mine, it says open. Does yours say open on the left-hand corner?
No, don't say open at all. It just says set of files.
Yeah, I don't know what screen that is. So, I mean, when you have it set up, it will show two boxes where you can tell those pictures are supposed to go in there. And then
who said that at this point they are trying to get the equipment necessary to help the elderly who are at that place, Metairie Towers at 401 Metairie Road.
I don't know what happened when you installed it, Fred.
Yeah, I have the two boxes like you said. I got everything like you said, but I don't have no open.
Well, you might, do you have a thing where it says settings? Maybe you got to set up the settings. Does it say on the very top of the thing that you opened up, it says ST401W? Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I can think of, maybe it's a corrupted version that you downloaded. You might want to try it again and see what happens, possibly.
I've been downloaded several times. I'm going to go to the, let me see, which one?
Yeah, and I'm not exactly real smart when it comes to computer things. Sometimes I make a mistake and I get it to work, and that's exactly what happened here. I got it to go. I don't know. I had to do it, I think, 2 or 3 times before I got it to work. And then I went into my into the 9700. I went to the settings under network, and I did put the name of my network and the password that my computer needs to get into my network. And but did you put a what do you call it, a network cable from the back of your radio to the input of your router?
Yep, I got that. Do I need another cable from my radio to my computer?
I don't. My computer is Wi-Fi, so it just picks off my wireless router.
Well, my computer doesn't wireless. Maybe I didn't turn the Wi-Fi on, and maybe that's the problem.
Oh my goodness, the static tonight is horrible.
If you connect to the internet, already from it, then that's not it.
Yeah, my computer just directly. I'm not Bluetooth, and it's looking directly, so that makes no difference, right?
Well, that could, but I don't know what you'd have to do to make it work. I would think that would be better at being hardwired in.
How's everybody doing tonight? Who's watching?
Hobo night tonight in 30 minutes.
You mean Bozo night?
Bozo night. Oh, forgive me.
It's Hobo night every night. Hey Curtis, I guess since you've been sandbagging, you know that I got a new mobile radio, right?
You have the ID5100. I've already watched the online video that you made, and I'm thinking about, you know what? That's a good idea. I should make a video too on how I installed my FDN400 in my car. That would be a short little video that maybe somebody might be interested in.
Go for it. I'll even play it on the live version of my live stream.
Yeah, and my car is a 2017 also, and of course when I bought it in 2017, I told myself I am not going to put a ham radio antenna on this car, and I am not going to drill any holes in it anywhere. Well, after 4 years, I decided, you know what, I'm going to put an antenna on it, and I'm going to drill any hole I want anywhere. So, and I found a place, I think it's called ProClip, I think the name of the company, that sells all kinds of mounting brackets for just about any type of ham radio.
Hey, I'm looking at your stream or your YouTube page. I saw that you could put up a D-Star video. How did you get the video from your radio into your stream?
Well, I set my radio to let's see, that one is 30 Charlie, and then I set it to record because you on the menu section there you can push record, and then in the settings menu when you set up your radio you can tell it that you do not want it to record anything unless there's a signal there. So I put it on, I did that, and I recorded for 45 minutes on 30 Charlie, and then when it was done, I just took my SD card out of my radio, put it in my laptop computer, and loaded it into my computer. Then I uploaded it to YouTube.
How did you get video, though?
Well, I had to add some kind of video to it because I don't think YouTube will take it just as a audio file. So I used the audio program editor that I had, and I can't remember what I added. It's been long enough where I don't even remember what I put on there. I think I just put a static image of the screen of my radio.
Oh, okay. So it's not like what you had when you were watching or when you were talking then.
No, it's just a static image that I put up on there because I don't think YouTube will allow you just to upload an audio file. I think it has to have some kind of video to it. So I added one picture and I stretched it out for 45 minutes long.
And I'm playing your new video too.
Not in the 80s, so.
Oh, cool.
Desert,
yeah, I can see that.
Do anything,
I think this is audio about my new 1.2 gigahertz vertical, I think.
I'm going to show you.
Yep, I'm going to dip into this and let whoever wants to watch it here too, if you don't mind.
Not yesterday, but the day before.
So this is AJ60's ham shack tour of his antennas.
Vertical antenna made by Diamond, so I gotta be careful when I walk on my roof. It's pretty tricky.
Inches taller until I get longer.
Anyway, I didn't want to spend the money and buy a 1.2 gigahertz antenna until I discovered if I was going to get any signals out of it. So I made that little doodad right there, quarter wave ground plane. I put two radiating elements on it so that I can resonate at the lower part of the band and at the higher part, and it works good. And of course, I just have it sitting on a piece of 1-inch PVC plastic, so it's kind of ghetto looking.
For 1.2 gigahertz, that's what I made first to see if I can even get into any repeaters, because I didn't want to spend the money if I couldn't get into anything. So now that right there is the 1.2 gigahertz antenna. I think it's made by Diamond.
You got an incredible station there, man. I'm really impressed with all those antennas. That's a 1.2, the big old giant one?
Yep, and inside that there's 14 5/8 wave radiators. 14 of them. Woohoo! I think it's like 13.8 dBi gain.
Can you put all those antennas up yourself?
Yeah, well, you know what they say, where there's a will, there's a way.
I'm really impressed there, Curtis. Good for you. Now, which one am I talking to you on right now? One of these right here?
That one is the X700. That's the 24-footer one, and I'm on the GP9 right now. It's about 15 feet in front of that one. There's the mast that holds it. So now that is the GP9 right there that you're seeing the image of.
You're wasting some coax right there. You can cut that loop off, right?
Well, that's actually a drip loop. That's what they put it there for. So if water ever gets into your coax, you don't want it to go all the way down through your coax to your radio, so it would stop right there where the loop is.
So that your 2-meter beam right there we just saw in the corner?
That is a 70 centimeter 440 11 element beam that I have pointed towards the Cajon Pass.
I've talked on that with you, I believe.
Yeah, and it looks like my antennas are crooked, but I'm using a really wide angle lens, so it puts a lot of distortion anytime I lift my GoPro up and try to take pictures of something really high.
I could just have you narrate. I can't even talk right now.
Well, marinate, yeah, and I just got to be cooking some steaks. So there's an 11 element beam that's on the right-hand side. That's up to 25 feet. That one I really want to put higher.
Looks like you have the similar discount I have there as you're narrating your way through. Then now they can say that, right?
Yeah, it's a good antenna. You can transmit on it 2 meters and 440 and supposedly 1.2 gigahertz, but it don't. It'll receive that frequency, but you can't transmit on it.
Just a bad SWR?
Yeah, and the only frequency that you can actually adjust, I think, is for 6 meters. So there is no other adjustments on it for 2 meters or 440 or anything.
Got a nice view up there too.
Yeah, I'm fairly clear shot from my house to the Cajon Pass, but if I panned around other directions, you would see that I'm completely surrounded by mountains. Like there's mountains over there, and they're at least 1,000 to 2,000 feet higher than my elevation.
This one is not. The new one I just put up. So now I'm thinking about.
And this is kind of the reason why I wish I had a one-story house right here. The ease of getting on the roof.
That looks good.
Yeah, that ladder you see on my roof right there, I leave it there all the time. So I have 2 ladders. I got a 6-foot ladder on my roof, and then another like 12-foot ladder so I can get up there.
LMR 400 there. Made in America.
It is made in America, and that is 35 feet long, which I think that gives me like a 1.7 dB loss for a 1.2 gigahertz, so which is not too bad. I can deal with that.
And then you're there talking about it there, talking about the loss. And for those of you watching on YouTube right now, we're just taking a little antenna tour of AJ60's antennas on top of his house there. So I hope you guys enjoy this.
And that is a Yaesu G450A rotator, which is the cheapest one they sell. I think it's like $300. And of course, it's going to cost me about $100 for the control cable that goes from that into the radio room.
And there's your ladder. You might as well just put a staircase to your roof.
Yeah, it's been up for over a year. I just took it down yesterday because my grandson had his first birthday, and my wife didn't want the ladder up for the kids to climb up on the roof.
So anyway, I had a little bit of time on my hands, thought I'd make a video. See that? That's my outdoor TV antenna for digital signals. I have a plan. I'm thinking about taking that down
Did you do this on your GoPro?
Yeah, I did. And the good thing about the GoPro is it has a really good image stabilizer.
That it does.
It's no longer hooked up. I'm going to put my Clearstream outdoor antenna. I'm going to take off the head there and put my Clearstream antenna and use it for an outdoor TV antenna. I've seen some people do that on YouTube, so I'm going to try it out and see if I can get any more channels.
Do you get channels off Mount Wilson?
I can, yeah. There's a couple mountains around the area where I can get a TV station, but Mount Wilson is the number one.
There's no way you can get Vegas in there or anything like that, or Bakersfield or anything?
You know, I haven't tried turning that direction, but if I put that reflector on there, it might give me maybe about 20 dB gain, so it might be able to pick up Vegas or someplace. I don't know. I'll try it when I do it.
Back in the 90s when the TV stations had more power, I was able to pick up San Diego, pretty much all the channels. Depending on the atmospheric conditions, I'd be able to pick up Palm Springs. And if I aimed it just right, I'd be able to pick up, there was like 2 stations up in the high desert. I want to say channel 64 or 63 or something like that. So I had a ton of channels. And once again, every once in a while, I'd pick up channel 3 from Santa Barbara.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I can get about 30, 35 channels over the air from my house with just a Clearstream 2 antenna, which is not, you saw it's not very high off the ground. So if I put it a little higher and I put a parabolic reflector behind it, maybe I can get 70 channels. But I tell you what, the best channel that comes in is Al Jazeera.
Just what you want, huh?
I mean, it is clear as a bell. I mean, it's the best station that comes in. Hey, we live in America. Isn't that like a terrorist network?
I actually worked for them a couple times. I would say no.
Okay, well, I guess they're just a little bit more biased towards the people more in the Middle East than anywhere else. But hey, they come in good. If I use over the air my antenna, they really super clean.
Bias is a good term to use, yes. They paid very well.
Oh, I believe it, yeah. I would believe they pay real good. I like to watch TV7, which is a news station that's in Israel. I like to watch and see what's going on in Israel, because what's going on there, you rarely hear anything on our American news, and there's a lot of stuff happening right now in Israel.
Yeah, I do like to watch the international news quite often. It gives you a little, it gives me a little bit of a different perspective on things. It's a little drier, without so much opinion. So I have a little better open mind about it, I guess you can say. Would that make sense?
It does. And then you can see what the other part of the world thinks of the United States. For a while there, I was watching RT TV, which I think it stands for Russian television, and they had some programs on there that were pretty good, and I was paying attention, trying to hear any kind of propaganda and stuff come out of there. And yeah, they do have people that get on there once in a while that favor more of the Russian type of thinking, but they had some really good American people on their newscasters and stuff, and they were good.
I watch them every once in a while. It's, I don't know, I almost feel a little dirty watching them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't watch them anymore. I did for a while. A lot of their programming I was watching, they took off the air. I don't know why, so I don't ever watch them anymore. Of course, I don't watch the only news. I get my news only either on my computer or on YouTube, because then there's no commercials or anything. But now there are commercials when you watch YouTube. So anyway, that's how I get my news.
There's no commercials on my YouTube channel. Not that anybody's really watching it.
I watch it.
Congratulations, you're on it too, right now.
And we don't like commercials.
If enough people watch it, then commercials will come.
What's that limit?
I don't know. I've had a couple people message me saying that commercials pop up in the middle of the videos. I have not experienced that yet.
Hang on just a second, Fred. Yeah. So on yours, they already see commercials.
I had one or two people say that, but I've never seen that. So I don't know if they're just using YouTube too much, and then just randomly pops up a commercial on whatever they watch.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen one either. All right, W86QXA. Go ahead, Fred.
Yeah, go to 145670 digital. I'll send you a picture of Curtis. He sent me a picture of what he looks like.
Okay. We'll do it real quickly before the bozo net, right?
Yeah, I'll send you a picture real quick.
145670. Just right. W86QXA.
Okay, I'm going to go hang out and sandbag over there. I'll be back, though. AJ60.
Hey, a bit later tonight where I can maybe talk to you?
You know what? If you you beat the bushes a few extra more times, you'll hear me.
All right, very good. Sounds good, Curtis. All right, W86QX, I'm going to queue his wife.
And K6EGG for ID. I'm just going to chill out here and maybe watch some YouTube right now. Stream will continue going, though.
DL saying hello.
Good evening.
I'm back. Hope you had a nice dinner with your mammy and your pappy.
And my wife and my daughter. It was pretty good.
Oh, right on. Whole fam bam. Cool. Good deal.
And we got Curtis AJ60 out here that's sandbag. Actually, I think he's QS wide with those guys.
Okay, yeah, I just heard. I want to ask him to do a A/B comparison if he is able to with that 700 versus GP9.
He should be back. He's forever listening.
Copy. Where'd you guys go eat?
A little place in Rancho Cucamonga called Casting Cleaver. I think they have another one in the Riverside area. Kind of like, I wouldn't say hole in the wall, but old school type of little steakhouse. It's not like a Ruth Chris or anything, but still pretty good.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it.
N6KX.
K6KX. Sorry, I missed your call.
No worries. Good evening. It's November 6th, kilowatt X-ray, Rob in Riverside.
I was thinking N6KX. I don't know why I got that totally wrong. All right, 86DL.
Hey, Greg, I was going to let you know that Casting Cleaver in Riverside was closed several years ago.
Well, then that's the only one I've been, well, the only one that is in existence now. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, we used to go, I mean, I wouldn't say regularly, but, every once in a while. It was pretty good back in the day. It had a pretty nice, what do you call it, salad bar, too.
I just crushed that salad bar, and I'm paying for it right now.
Yeah, there you go. I'm kind of surprised they've got the salad bar back up. I heard people were saying that restaurants were going to pretty much do away with salad bars after COVID.
They were actually open during COVID.
COVID bar?
They were educated by the county to close, but they never closed.
That's interesting. What location is that?
Rancho Cucamonga one.
Gotcha.
I talked to, I don't know if it was a manager. They basically said if we close, it's not opening again.
Well, I mean, so many of those restaurants run on such a tight margin. I completely understand.
So during the height of COVID in the winter, I try to go there at least once or twice a month just to kind of help them out and keep them all going there. Tip the waitresses as good as I could at the time.
So did you order a steak?
Since you've been there, you probably heard of the mesquite pepper steak. I had a 10-ounce one, a baked potato with butter and bacon bits, and I crushed a salad bar.
That's a nice combo.
And did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, no complaints. Didn't do a whole lot, but got some chores done, which, you know, that's always the goal, unfortunately. But I enjoyed my NASCAR race last night at Daytona. That was pretty cool.
Oh, you went to Daytona last night?
Yeah, I went there in my home theater. It was like being there.
Good. I hope the TV crew that a lot of those guys I know gave you a good view of the and sounds of the race.
They actually do an amazing job. Actually, my favorite camera work is the stuff they have in the cars, the in-car cameras.
Yeah, that stuff's gone a long way. Even since I've worked it, I haven't worked in it about 10 years. So I worked about 6 or 7 years on and off, a couple races a year. It's really hard work to get that show on the air. You're dealing with really, really bad weather a lot of times.
And the venues are so huge. I mean, especially Daytona. I mean, that's a 2.5-mile track. I did go to Daytona 500 several years back. Back then, NASCAR was way more popular than it is now. There were 200,000 people there.
And believe it or not, Daytona is actually one of the easier venues to work in because everything's either concrete or asphalt to get to. Some of the crappier tracks like Pocono or New Hampshire, I'm not even sure if they race in New Hampshire anymore, but those are really bad ones.
Interesting. I didn't even think about that. And yeah, they do still race at New Hampshire.
Yeah, New Hampshire's no fun. Pocono's probably the worst one for me. There's no ring road around the entire racetrack, and I think it's only 3 turns on that one, if I'm correct. And it's in beautiful Long Pond, Pennsylvania, which is in the middle of nowhere.
You nailed it. That's exactly where it is, and it is 3 turns. They call it the Tricky Triangle. Did you ever work any races at Bristol? Because I hear the same thing. That thing's out in the middle of well, it's literally in the middle of the sticks, is what I've been told.
I have not worked in Bristol, no. That's one of the tracks I wanted to go to. I've been to a lot of them. In fact, I know I didn't go to Bristol.
Yeah, that thing's crazy, man. I would love to go there sometime. Things like racing in a fishbowl.
Martinsville's kind of similar. I don't think they race in that place, do they?
Well, they're similar in they're both really small, short tracks, but extremely different in that Bristol has super high banking, whereas Martinsville is really, really flat, almost no banking at all.
And do they still race at Martinsville?
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine them ever taking Martinsville away. That's too much of a classic racetrack.
I've been the one that they don't use it anymore. I don't think they're coming out to California Speedway anymore either.
Yeah, they still come out to California, but it's only once a year instead of the 2 races they used to have.
They didn't come out this year.
I'm trying to remember if they came out this year or not. I don't remember.
They didn't want to deal with COVID restrictions.
Well, did they do away with the race completely?
It's still up in the air.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know if they raced there this year without fans in the stands, or did they just skip California entirely?
They did not race at California this year.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I made a lot of money in NASCAR. I do not miss working it because it was miserable.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, so many of the races are in the South. In the summer, you're dealing with that heat and humidity. Man, I don't blame you. And I used to have season tickets to California Raceway, and some of those races, you'd go in the summer out there in Fontana, it'd be 102 degrees, and you're out there on those bleachers with no shade. It's brutal.
I remember one year I worked at Daytona. I've never worked a Daytona quote unquote 500, but I did the July race by 4th of July. Dude, that was absolutely miserable. Weather.
I can only imagine. There are a few places that are more humid than Florida.
There was another track that was not good. Actually, the track in Michigan isn't bad, but it's an hour and 10-minute drive from Ann Arbor, which is 45 minutes from the airport. So it's way out there.
They actually just raced in Michigan last weekend, and my favorite driver, Ryan Blaney, won, and he won again last night at Daytona. Two wins in a row.
And they're starting I think the next race is the start of the playoffs, right?
You got it. Exactly right. By the way, I heard you talking earlier about some people getting ads on your YouTube channel. I've never seen one.
Good. That's once I start doing that, I'm going to have to not talk about subscriptions anymore.
That's normal. Nothing you can do about it.
I have the monetization, or what do they call it? Something like that. I have that off.
Then it shouldn't be an issue. I was going to ask you that very question.
YouTube occasionally throws ads on everything.
Yeah, I think they throw them on if you go through a bunch of different stuff at within a certain time period. But I've gotten a couple people say, "Hey, an ad came up when I watched one of your videos." I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah, it's nothing you can do about it. It's just, yeah. I mean, I have the same problem. It is what it is. It's just YouTube, I heard people talking about it. I just thought I'd throw it in there. It's nothing you can do about it. It's just how it is. Now, they could join YouTube Red, and then they'll never get ads again.
Well, you can turn so you don't sell the commercials once you get past a certain spot, though. You can have that off, because I have that off.
Oh, maybe after you become potentially able to monetize and you choose to turn it off, it may not do an ad. I don't know about that. That's a good question.
I ain't trying to sell anything on here, that's for sure, because I'm not no salesman.
Just noticed you're up to 215 subscribers. Congrats.
Thanks. Let's try to get to 500 by the end of the year. I don't think that's possible, but I started with 4, remember?
It wasn't really that few. That's hilarious.
Yep. You're one of the first ones to subscribe. I had like a basic channel with I didn't really put anything on there.
Whiskey Bravo 6 Delta, Juliet, India.
Go ahead, Whiskey Bravo 6.
Yeah, Whiskey Bravo 6 Delta, Juliet, India.
Go ahead, it's all yours.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's out there, but just thought I'd see who's around. Whiskey Bravo 6 Delta, Juliet, India, located in Torrance, California.
Hey, Rob, do you have a copy on Torrance?
I do. This is November 6th, Kilowatt X-ray, Rob in Riverside, and I got you up on QRZ. Is this Michael?
Yeah, that's right. November 6th, Kilo X-ray, Whiskey Bravo 6 Delta, Juliet, India. Great signal here from Riverside. Running horizontal loops, about 200 watts down here in Torrance.
Yeah, Roger, Michael. Good to meet you. You sound real good here in Riverside. You're perfect 5 and 9.
Okay. Are you vertical or horizontal?
I'm running horizontal.
Okay. Well, there's, I guess that really helps out. I guess if you're vertical, you'd probably be weaker, but you're running a pair of horizontal loops about 30 feet up high above the roof there. Go ahead.
If I said horizontal, I meant to say vertical.
Okay, well, you're doing a really good job vertical.
I don't have any idea why I said horizontal. No, I'm running a vertical.
Wow, great signal here from Riverside.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And, yeah, I'm running a Icom 9700 with 100 watts.
Okay, same radio I'm using here, an Icom 9700, but about close to 200 watts.
And do you have a copy on Greg K6EGG? Can I get your suffix of your call letters again? I am super bad at it. Did I double?
Not with me. Michael, do you have a copy on Greg? K6EGG?
No, I don't. I don't hear anyone.
Try again. This is Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf. Do you have a copy on me here?
I got you. Is it Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf?
That's affirmative. And can I get the suffix of your call letters? Because I'm super bad at it.
Yeah, my call is Whiskey Baker 6. Whiskey Baker 6 Delta, Juliet, India. And I got you as Echo Golf Golf. I missed the rest of your call there. Go ahead.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. And I'm also on YouTube if you want to see your signal coming into my radio, which is a 9700, Icom 9700, and I'm putting out 200 watts right now with my Mirage B320G. Copy that. Thanks for the contact. Don't forget to check yourself out on YouTube. And we have another person out here, Dan. spacing on his call letters right now for some reason.
Yeah, hey, Mike, do you copy me? Alpha Delta 6 Delta Lima, Westminster. Yeah, copy. Yeah, you're about the same over to me. I'm Alpha Delta 6 Delta Loop, 86DL. Alpha Delta 6 Delta Lima. Go ahead.
Okay, Alpha Delta 6 Delta Lima, Whiskey Bravo 6 Delta Juliet India. Okay, Daniel. Yeah, I got the picture on QRZ. I guess you're down at Westminster, is that right?
That's affirmative, and I see you're in Torrance, but you're on a disadvantage. We're all vertical. You're on horizontal loops. I'm on a vertical as well. I'm on a GP9.
Okay, real fine. I see a picture of a tower. What kind of tower is that? Go ahead.
It's a W51 cache tower.
Okay, real fine. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah,
well, somebody's throwing one hell of a carrier, so you can see what's up.
Have to see if the price is right. Go ahead.
Copy. There's another station out there kind of chimed in. I'm not sure if there was intentional, but I missed a little bit of that.
Actually, I think that's the other frequency. I think the BozoNet is bleeding over.
Yeah, I see the BozoNet on 240 is just starting up here.
Those bozos.
Actually, that sounded like USS out in the high desert.
I was thinking it couldn't bleed over 10 kc on sideband.
Oh, I see it here.
I mean, I hear him. I made out what he said. It wasn't like just noise.
KG6 you out there? I thought it sounded like John out in Phelan.
I don't think he was intentionally. I don't think he heard the QSO is what happened.
I would agree on that.
I couldn't understand him. It sounded like a really strong signal that was off frequency by a lot.
Maybe you heard something different. I heard him perfectly on frequency. It was on the same exact frequency as us, so that must have been something else that you heard on your end. That's kind of weird. But then now he's not coming back, so at least I'm not going crazy. At least Greg heard it.
I heard it too, this Keith here, WA6QXA, and yeah, we've been known to bleed over in 240 when they do the BozoNet, and maybe they're bleeding on us too. That's why we used to go to 270 on Sundays, but we're here.
Are you saying I should run more power?
Maybe less power till 8 o'clock.
Copy, more power.
See if you can pull out 400 watts out of that radio.
Hey, Greg?
I'm going to see if I can pull 400 watts out of my radio now.
Never mind your radio. How about your antenna?
You'll like my video I did on YouTube of the truck driver that wanted more power out of his CB radio.
Put it in the chat for my YouTube channel so we could put it up there.
Okay, I'll post it in a second. It's just I do an impersonation of a hillbilly truck driver that's he needs more power out of his CB.
Hey, Greg, speaking of hillbillies, have you heard from Andy lately? I want to talk to him about Tennessee.
He was on the other day. I know I talked to him on Thursday, and I'm trying to think, was he on yesterday? I'm spacing. I think he was on yesterday afternoon, too. Go ahead, comment.
Hey, Rob, this is Keith. How you doing, bud? Yeah, I spoke to Andy yesterday myself, so he's back in town.
I just keep missing him, I guess. I need to get out here more often.
I heard you and Greg talking about racing a little bit earlier. Was it a week ago? 2 weeks ago, I think it was. There was some kind of net that was in Indiana. It was a racetrack, Indiana net. It went on like daily, and I ended up, that's when I was still off school. I was checking in daily, you know, and they said, hey, this is the 5th time you've checked in on this thing, so that's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool, and Another thing that's cool is when they have the Indy 500, they have a special event station actually at the track at the Indianapolis 500.
I think was the Indy just the last couple of weeks ago?
You know what? I don't know, because COVID messes things up. Normally the Indy 500 is on Memorial Day weekend, but this year, I'm not sure when it was. But I think it was more than a few weeks ago.
Because they claim that's where it was at, and that was what it was for, or something like that. But yeah, it was interesting. That's fun. I didn't know I knew you liked Fred's car, but I didn't know you were into racing that much. That's cool.
Yeah, I've been a race fan for a long time. Even when I was a kid, when they used to have the Riverside Raceway out here.
I went to the, do you remember the Super Nationals at the Ontario Raceway?
Oh, yeah.
I went to that one time when I was about 12, maybe.
Yeah, and for a short period of time, they had the Ontario Raceway, too.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was really cool. It's kind of a drag they tore that thing down.
Yeah, that thing didn't last long.
At any rate, I'm going to pass it over to whomever else. W86 today, we're going to listen.
Anybody check into the BozoNet, or does nobody care anymore?
I did.
I care. I'm just talking here, so I don't know if I'll go down there right now.
If I can check in like first or second where I can just get it over with, I check in. If not, then I blow it off.
The last few times I checked in, it seems like it was really quiet.
Yeah, I think it's been a little slow lately.
I'm guessing radio's going to get busy again probably in another month or so when we're back into the fall swing of things.
When it starts getting dark earlier and everybody's off of vacation, that kind of stuff?
Yep, I've been very surprised at how little I've been on the radio this summer. It's the complete opposite of what I was expecting.
Well, I've been on it kind of a lot the last 3 weeks because I was able to finally get an HF antenna up, and I've been kind of having a good time on it.
Yeah, well, that's cool. I'm glad you're having fun on HF.
I spoke to, let's see, there was a Hawaii net last night that I got to check in a couple people, or I whatever you call it, they're hitting you for contact and so forth.
I heard Greg sitting for his general test this weekend.
That's because he's going to sell his 2000 and get his 7300 finally.
I did get an ID, an Icom 5100.
I didn't know those did HF.
They do not, but they do D-Star in the car.
So, hey Rob, let's take a consensus. How old were you when you got your first license?
Ham radio license? That was just a few years ago.
How about you, Dan?
15 years old, I think, 1993.
15 years old. Okay, you beat me. I was 18.
Now, if you included CB.
Well, yeah, that's what got me into ham.
CB was my first way.
Yeah, I had my first CB radio when I was 16 years old.
Same. And I left it when I was 18, got my ham's license.
Yeah, you're smarter than me. I wanted my ham license, but I couldn't do the Morse code.
You know what, Dan? To answer your question, I never did have a linear amplifier for CB.
Oh, you were good then. You're a good boy.
I I think I've told the story too many times, but I had this trucker guy, his whole family, he had a big family. He was 2 houses down, and they all were into CBs. He was on the CB in his truck, and they were on CBs at the home. So we just fought back and forth because we just bleed over big time with each other. So finally, my senior year, man, I took this ham night school. They had ham schools back in the day, night school, and I studied my code, just talking on the radio for like an hour or two a night, and I passed it.
Yeah.
And guess what? I was legally back then to run 1,000 watts or whatever it was, so screw them.
The best part is conditions are every day, right? 20 meters, 80 meters. You don't have to wait around for 10 meters to open up.
Yeah, I didn't have a linear. My first radio was a Tempo 1, but it, pumped out, I think, 100 watts and stuff like that. But that was good enough to have fun and mess with them.
When I had my CB radio, I couldn't even dream of having an amp with it. I was causing too much havoc with my 5 watts, bleeding over on the televisions and all that.
K6 West.
Yeah, that was the day where, everybody was on antennas, so we bleed over on all those guys. That's right. Go ahead, Fred.
Are we streaming right now? Wow. How's it going over there in Riverside?
Nice and hot.
Boy, your signal is pounding down here tonight.
Woohoo!
Man, you're loud. Have you ever figured out your D-Star and pictures yet or no?
Me? On D-Star?
Yeah, you got a 9700, don't you?
Yeah, but I haven't really bothered much with D-Star.
Oh, you want a short demonstration?
Yeah, maybe someday if I get interested.
Well, I can give you one right now. Let's get off this frequency. Can you go to 145.670? I was working cars up there.
145.670?
Yeah, then hit the digital button, yeah. And then you got to turn the picture thing on. You had to turn that on?
Nah, I don't really care about pictures.
That's pretty good. You had to try it once.
Straight out.
All right, posted it for you, Greg.
Excellent, thank you.
Hope you get a kick out of it.
Hey, Fred, could Curtis hear me? I finally just left because you guys were talking back and forth, and I was like not a part of the conversation.
Yeah, he can hear you. Let me see. I gotta remember now.
Anybody new to the channel tonight, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Looks like somebody just did a few minutes ago. Trying to get up to 500 subscribers before the end of this year. Let's see if we can make it happen. I'm not trying to sell anything, so just some rag chew and some demonstrations, stuff like that here. Right now we're listening to Fred K6OS. That would be Keith W6QXA, Rob N6KX, and Dan AD6DL, Delta Airlines.
CB radio.
Oh, what's the name of the video?
Well, I posted it on Greg's channel.
Oh, okay.
By the way, not checking into the bozo, that's a bozo no-no.
Why is that?
It's a bozo no-no if you don't check in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you see Curtis' picture of the bozo.
And the hobo, that was pretty cool, the hobos.
Did you see my pictures I sent to or no?
Which one?
I don't know, with me and the Indian?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Did you see a picture of my daughter?
Nope.
Okay.
That must have been after I left.
Yeah. Anyway, Curtis said to me the other day when we were talking about a week ago when when you were helping me set up my radio, my 991 Alpha, and we're tweaking the audio. I was on that mobile antenna. Remember that? He said I was extremely loud up there on that mobile antenna. I said, well, why don't you break in and tell us?
Okay, well, that's a good report.
I know, I was happy with that report.
Hey, Greg, how come I don't see that link on your chat?
I can't answer that because I don't see it either.
Well, then you answered it.
Dude, they deleted it, I think.
Why would YouTube delete a link to a YouTube video?
I don't know. I just noticed it disappeared.
Okay, I'll tell you. Does it got music with it? Does it got music on that video?
I don't know. I posted it again now.
I know, but does it got music on that video?
Oh, no.
Oh, well, that's because maybe you're copying without their permission. That's why they do that. Which I think is stupid because anybody else can look it up.
I still don't see it.
I'll be back in just a few. I got to send a work email, unfortunately. Stream will continue going.
All right, Greg, see ya. Is the chat even working right now?
I just posted something in there. It's kind of weird. It's not like in its normal place.
I just saw it says repost, but there's no link.
Oh, so it is blocking the link.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, I see. And you're doing a test. Gotcha. Is it profane? Why are they blocking it?
Maybe they just don't let you post links in live chat.
If you just search in YouTube what I just posted, it'll come up. That's funny. It doesn't allow links in the chat. There you go. Even on YouTube itself. Go figure. I learned something new.
I thought I heard somebody way out there.
We hear you. Your audio's weird, though. I mean, you sound like Charlie Brown. I mean, no, I'm not trying to disparage your station. You really do sound like Charlie Brown. What's going on? It's really hard to make out what you're saying. I'm not sure what's wrong with your audio, why it's like that.
Where are you located, sir? Anybody hear what he said?
Laguna Niguel.
Oh, gotcha. Laguna. Are you mobile? Relay, Dan?
I couldn't make it out either.
Yeah, sir, this is WA6QXA Keys out here in Long Beach. Tough copy for me. Maybe Dan can hear you better.
It's a shame. Are you starving for power maybe or something? What radio is that? Yeah, sorry, I can't make it out. That's a bummer, man. Yeah, something's wrong with your audio. I'm not sure what the cause is. Your signal, I can read what your signal strength's adequate, but the audio is just not clear. It's a shame.
Could you tell if he was mobile or not?
I think he was saying portable, if I heard it right. Okay, he rogered that. So he is portable. You got the engine running? Can you start the engine? Maybe you're your voltage is low on the radio. Sorry, I didn't make out what that was.
Did you figure out what kind of rig he's got?
No, I couldn't make that out either.
Yeah, it's kind of a long haul for a mobile anyway.
Yeah, maybe he's up on the hill up there in Laguna Niguel. There's a nice little spot on Pacific Island. There's a nice little bluff up there. Monarch 1 and Monarch 2 hiking spot, you know. That's a nice little bluff to talk on the radio. Maybe he's over there. Copy Roger on that. We're kind of curious what radio you're on. Maybe you could try to say it again. Maybe, I don't know if you could back off the microphone a little bit. Or maybe try different output power. I mean, just try a couple things. Just maybe try to figure out what's going on. Okay, yeah. So I heard FT818. I did copy that. As far as you reducing your microphone, you know, how close you are, it really didn't help its legibility, so you might as well just talk closer so your signal's better, because it was a little harder to copy you. But the audio didn't get any more clearer, so you might as well just talk closer. FT818, I'm not really familiar with that radio, but I couldn't imagine it. There's still probably something wrong. And my guess is that if everything's working right, maybe there's a voltage issue. I don't know.
Yeah, the 818's a 6-watt radio. I have one of those. Are you talking off a rubber ducky or a mobile antenna? And are you talking off a battery or are you talking off your car? What do you say, Dan?
Can you say that again? I didn't copy the Laguna Niguel station. And maybe if you can phonetically, give me your call like 2 times. I'd like to get your call. K6EGG. Kilo Echo 6 Victor Romeo Lima. Is that a QSL? Okay, copy. We got that. Good.
Dan, ask him if he's run off the battery pack, and what kind of antenna is he running off? A rubber ducky or a mobile antenna?
Okay, copied the battery, but didn't copy what antenna. I didn't copy if you're running what antenna you're running, but he is running off the battery pack, and maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. I was thinking maybe you could reduce the output power a little bit, and maybe it'll actually help. Maybe, I don't know if you said 6 watts, maybe you could turn it down like 4 watts, 3 watts, and then see if it actually clears up the audio.
Hey, sir, are you running barefoot? Are you running barefoot?
Just the radio or any amplifier? Okay, just the radio. Can you reduce the output power on the radio just a little? Okay, yeah, you sound the same, so you might as well turn it back up. That is weird. I don't know, there's something wrong with it. It's almost like you're on, it's like AM or something.
Like you mentioned, you know, he might be starving the radio because the battery might be getting low.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's a good radio otherwise. I think it's the only explanation.
Yeah, it's full band, you know, all the way from 6 meters all the way up to 440. It's got sideband, you know, so it's a good little radio. I have it.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. It's one of those portable guys, little guys. Not any better. Well, hope to hear you again, maybe under a little bit better conditions. I think it's just me and Keith hearing you. I'm not sure if the others are hearing you. I have a good shot of looking in the
Hello, anybody new watching the stream tonight. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Up to 216 now. Trying to get up to 500 or so. Let's just try to get to 300 and see what happens here. Thanks again for watching. Just some normal Rag 2 here tonight.
Life's too short for QRP. I'm just kidding. Where's Fred? He'd agree to that one.
That's right.
There you are, Fred. You can't hear him, right?
Hear who?
Exactly. Yeah, he's running a nice little mobile radio. It's a little 6-watt little QRPP radio.
Hey, Fred's got one of those too. It's a long haul, and he's not running very much power, you know. And who knows? Maybe he's going through trees and everything else.
Yeah, it could be. And you're way out there in Long Beach. I mean, that's even further. So I'm like 10 miles closer. Well, K6VRL, if you wind up getting your station a little bit more QRO, or get into a different location, I don't know if you know, this group out here gets out here quite often on 144.250. And if you have, well, you do have, everybody has a phone. On YouTube, Greg runs a live feed, and he's actually literally running it right now as we speak. It's K6EGG. So K6EGG, just look that on YouTube and pull it up. And right now, it's actually live right now. I hear myself, but you weren't making it to his station, and his station's out in Chino Hills.
Chino. What's his call letters again?
Yeah, you know what? Go to Newport Coast Drive. That's a nice sweet spot to cover Orange County. I'd say we'd definitely be able to hear you much better there. I think that'd be a nice bluff to talk.
That's a good call, Dan. I went up to Newport Coast one day because I work out that way, you know. This was end of last year because I had some time on my hands. I talked to Ward. He said I was hitting with plus 20. I was minimal watts, too.
Speaking of Ward, where's he been?
Pretty certain he's vertical because I think he was just running portable.
What was his call letters again?
His call is Kilo Echo 6 Victor Romeo Lima.
Kilo 6, I'm sorry, Echo.
Yeah, it's a KE6. Kilo Echo 6, VRL.
Kilo Echo 6 VRL. I'm getting a Covina call letters pop up.
Yeah, your call says you're in Covina, but you're portable, right? So I take it you're just in Laguna Niguel, portable. Got a nice picture of you. We checked you out on QRZ. You got a selfie on there. You don't have a ham radio. You have you. I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's just, it's just funny. Starts to get stronger. I'm not sure if it's just conditions, but or if you're moving and getting into a better spot. But if you're in Laguna Niguel, that spot there where I'm talking about, Monarch, that's the sweet spot. It's about 1,000 feet of elevation.
Greg just made him famous.
Hey, you're famous, by the way. Go on YouTube. Your photo was shown to the group. But it's good to hear you. You're definitely welcome to join, and it's unfortunate not too many people are hearing you because you're in kind of a bad spot or not putting out most of us are putting out 100 watts and got a little bit of a station. So hope to hear you again with a little better, more favorable conditions. Hey, Greg, is he another candidate for a 9700?
I could probably hear him with a 9700 if he's at the address that's on his QRZ page. Is he just down there for whatever work or whatever?
Yeah, I'm not sure the reason, but it sounds like he said it was just portable, and that's not where he lives.
I can hear him talking, but he's down in my noise level. I can't understand anything he's saying. I can just hear that somebody's talking.
I would agree with what Rob just said, too. If you're watching the stream, you can probably decipher that yourself.
So, anybody sign into the Bozo net or not?
I did.
I did not.
I'm actually going to slide down there real quick and try to sign in.
I think I should too.
Roger, roger, roger.
Kilo Delta 6 Juliet Mike Juliet KG6JMJ San Diego.
Yeah, you're sounding very good the whole time through. Solid S9, Pat. Good to hear from you. Yeah, you got a lot of help. I just have about 300 watts, and then I got your pair of old 9 elements up there about 25 feet or so. So everything's working good here.
Hang on, Ken.
Should I take a poll here and see if I should sign in and wait for this?
Good signal as always. And PMD's out here, and I'll let him give a holler to you. Thanks for stopping by. As always, good to hear from you. We'll catch you later. K6EGG.
PMD's going to be booming in here, watch.
Man, I didn't hardly have a good copy of him, but I did want to swing around and pick up, I think it was KG6JMJ San Diego. Is that you, Ken? I'm I'm on the front of the beam here. KG6JMJ, you have a copy on W6PMD?
Sounds off frequency tonight. What do you guys think?
There, Mike. Go ahead there. I'm picking up Mike up in Central California right now. I'm going to swing this antenna around and see if I can pick up San Diego.
All right, RMJ, guess you're not hearing Pat, and he wasn't hearing you all that well either. So we'll say 7-3. Thanks again for stopping by and supporting the net, and we'll listen up for you maybe on Wednesday.
Should I try to break it or not? I think somebody's talking in there.
Pat, I got a couple of numbers for you when you're ready.
Okay, wait till Mike's done there.
7-3, Pat. We'll catch you later. I'll turn it back over to Jim for the numbers. Go ahead, Jim.
This is going to take forever.
All right, Pat, we had 859, then 281, and then 921. It's 859, 281, 921.
Okay, you don't mean 8? Okay, it was 689, right? That was Rudy. I heard him. Then we had 859, and then 281, and then we went to 921. Is that a Roger?
Roger, Roger.
Okay, yeah, I've got them all in there. Yeah, I could barely copy Pat. I did hear somebody call from, I think it was Ken calling from down in San Diego, and I worked better off the back of the antenna. So if anybody in San Diego down there, or maybe who is it? Greg, are you down there in San Diego? Anybody that can hear net control, this is W6PMD, trying to find you.
826, 826, 826.
826. No trouble hearing you. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good in Torrance. The name is Mike. So good evening to everyone.
Good evening. Good to hear you in there, Mike. Good, strong signal from Torrance off. I guess I'm kind of aimed in your direction. Thanks for being there. Anybody down in San Diego way? It'll be off the back edge of the beam, which works best for me. Anybody in San Diego want to check into the net? K6WLD, Greg, you with us?
Did I just break in and go for it like he did?
I thought I heard a KG6JMJ. I know for sure I heard that call, and he was saying...
I heard it.
W6PMD, looking for check-ins. Anybody, anywhere?
463?
463. Man, I could turn off my amplifier and break the antenna to hear you.
Yeah, you're booming in here tonight as always there, Pat. I just want to jump in and say hi. I was trying to figure out a good time to jump in, but thanks for doing it, Ed, as always. And I'm going to be up on 144, 250 right after this. And I'm also on YouTube right now with my call letters, K6EGG. Have a good weekend, and maybe I'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Okay, that'd be cool. Yeah. K6EGG. Anybody want to go look up on YouTube? Find Greg on there. He does a kind of a simulcast and put your voice on the air, and you'll hear yourself for the first time, and that may make you want to throw your radio away and go collect stamps or something. Or you may actually like it. Anyway, thanks for what you do out there for the community and the ham radio community there, Greg. And those guys are hanging out on 144, 250 too. So if you want to go up there and check them out, of course, after you check in with the Bozos.
Cool deal. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
You bet, Greg. Thank you.
Number 28, Ski Alpha 6 Quebec, X-Ray Alpha. Sorry about that, Mario. We got Dan out there. He's in Westminster, isn't it, Dan? And we got Greg at Chino Hills, and we got Rob out there in Riverside.
Chino, not Chino Hills.
Cerritos, and we're live streaming.
Take offense to that, by the way.
K6EGG. You'll see a live stream of us on YouTube.
And it's just Chino, by the way, not Chino Hills.
You're not Chino Hills?
Negatory. I take offense to that, by the way.
I always thought you were Chino Hills. I thought you always said that, no?
Chino, City of Chino.
So Chino Hills, Chino, what's the deal?
It's a totally different city.
Is it really?
Yep. Different city hall, different mayor, and everything.
Okay. Learn something new every day.
It's like a Chino Hills war. I just try to separate myself from them. Although I'd love to be in Chino Hills, getting the altitude. Is that Mario out there in Santa Ana?
No, he says he's Mario from Chula Vista.
I got him in there a little bit there. You said south of San Diego, right?
QSL, about 7, 8 miles north of Tijuana, Baja California.
I am very familiar with Chula Vista. I have a good buddy who lives down there. I was down there last October. So you're making a trip up here to Chino, and just like Keith said, W6QXA, if you look in my call letters, K6EGG, you can hear yourself on YouTube. I think I lost him.
I never heard a thing. You were talking to somebody in Chula Vista?
You couldn't hear him, Rob?
Not a word.
Wow, he was like pegging my needle. He was like hitting me plus 20.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard a San Diego station. I think I have too many obstacles.
Hey, Mario, can you hear Rob by any chance? He's in Riverside.
I didn't recognize the Riverside station. I heard the Chino station. But no, I did not hear Riverside. I have talked into, what is it, Pomona, I think.
Turn the preamp on there.
Yeah, Pomona and Chino is fairly close to each other. But, yeah, Rob says that he doesn't hear you either. And there's like a bunch of hills that he's never been able to talk to San Diego, so that's probably the issue.
Well, I'm at 550 feet. If you can spot Southwestern College on the map, I'm about 3 blocks east.
Okay, because the elevation is definitely helping. How far from the water?
Chula Vista Station, Mario, what's your call letters again?
The call is November 6th, India, Hotel, Yankee, IHY.
November 6th, IHY. All right, I got you in there. And this is Greg, K6EGG. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. And we're about 102 mile difference. You're a little bit inland there. I definitely know where you're at there.
Okay, you must be a good egg.
And I'm not an egg farmer either.
Mario, what was the name of that college again you're by?
That I just copied.
Yeah, Mario, this is Keith. I was asking what college that you you said you're a few blocks away from. I just wanted to check it out.
Oh, I'm sorry. My hearing is not as good as it used to be. I'm pushing 39 right now. The college is Southwestern College, Southwestern Junior College. It's in Chula Vista. It's about 3 miles from downtown Chula Vista to the east, near Otay Lake, if you can find Otay Lake on the map.
I'll tell you what, wearing headphones and having the preamp on,
Signal's booming in.
it's horrible. Gotta turn it off, unfortunately.
And good evening, Chula Vista, KM6 CNF.
Was that Charlie November Mike?
Charlie November Foxtrot QSL.
got a good stuff.
Hey Dave, you got your pictures going off your phone or your computer? I got mine all fixed up. KN6OS.
Yeah, I just hooked in the cord, and I just did all the software updates to all my radios, so been working on that.
You got it working yet or no?
It's working. I just have to fine tune it.
I got it working from my phone and I got it working from my iPad, but I don't got it working from my computer yet.
Well, if you need a quick picture, I'll send you one from my iPhone.
By the way, Mario down in Chula Vista was my 75th contact on this frequency since I've been keeping track, I think around Christmas time. So that's a lot of people coming in and out of here.
What number was I?
75.
You're the 8th person.
Yeah, number 8.
Guess who was number 1?
Fred.
That's affirmative. Alex was number 2, and Keith coming in at a close number 3.
I'm number 3. I try harder.
First one to second. That was loud. And now it gets quiet.
All right, I'm back.
So Mario, I see there's a school just north of the college called Bonita Vista High School.
Yeah, that's about 4 blocks from my house, but it's almost west. It's slightly north of west.
Okay. I went to a school called Bonita High School in Laverne. That's why I noticed it.
Yeah, my grandson graduated from there.
And you got a Costco not too far down the road.
About a mile?
Yep, nice. Best gas prices in town, right?
Yeah, I just saw the gas prices at a gas station about 2 blocks from my house. And the price of gas there was, I believe, close to $5 a gallon.
That's nuts.
What was it at Costco?
Well, you know, I don't even bother looking anymore. I just know it's lower than everybody else. It's usually at least 20 cents a gallon less than the nearest cheapest.
Yeah, QSL, it's $3.89 in the Huntington Beach one.
78, I want to say.
Perfect double.
Yeah, Huntington Beach, Costco's $3.89.
The thing is, you know, the prices aren't going down, but they're pumping more gas, so I don't get it.
It's called greed.
Biden shutting down that you know, the oil deal up through Canada, man, that was like a blow it.
I don't know why. LA prices are usually a lot cheaper than they are in San Diego. San Diego prices, and it seems like it used to be cheaper close to the border because there was a lot of competition across the border. People would drive here to go get gas over there, and it's considerably cheaper. But once the government in Mexico stopped subsidizing the gas, all of a sudden the gas prices in Mexico went higher than the U.S.
Is that right? Is the quality lower too?
It's not only gas. I think it's spiked with propane or butane. I'm not sure. And when you pump gas, you can smell it kind of coming out. It's not. I don't know that it's any better or any worse, but it's.
Hi, Haley.
Yeah.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Caillou says, a monster on his bed.
You what?
Caillou, a monster under his bed. It says, not a wolf, it's a cat.
Can I eat your toy?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Daddy best played him. Best played him.
Nom, nom, nom.
Best riding on your arm, see? I like it.
You gonna drive him on my arm?
And Rosie likes it too. Daddy, come my room.
I'll come to your room right now.
Okay.
Okay, give me a minute. All right, as you heard, I've been summoned to my daughter's room. So stream will continue going, and I'll be back here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. 144, 250.
I've driven as much as 400 miles south of the border on that gas and never had a problem. The only problem I suspect, and this happens to me here in the U.S. more than in Mexico, is that the gas tanks, the storage tanks here don't always get drained like they're supposed to. The gas pumps or the gas stations that move a lot of gas don't have the same problem, but some of the smaller gas stations, I used to get water and sediment in the gas. I had to change my gasoline filter here quite often. I don't think I've ever had that problem traveling in Mexico, so I can't say that it's worse. I know it doesn't smell the same, but I can't say that it's any worse than American gas.
Yeah, years ago, I got water in my tank where I had to take it to the service, station, the repair center, and they had to take the tank off, drain it, and they had to overhaul my carburetor. That was like not fun.
Well, I don't know if you have to go that route, but you can buy gas dryers. The particulate. Usually your fuel filter will stop them, but you do have to change your fuel filter more often. Water will clog your filter, but if you put the dryer, the gas dryer in there, it's an additive you can get it free from AutoZone or any of the auto parts places. It's good to have if you go to gas stations, small gas stations that don't move a lot of gas.
So it helps just evaporate the water in the tank?
I don't believe it evaporates it. It emulsifies it so that it goes through with your fuel, and it just creates a little more moisture in your exhaust.
Okay. Yeah, this was a long time ago too. Back probably when they did have carburetors. This is probably, let me think, over 30 years ago.
I started driving at 16 and I'm 78, going on 79.
You don't sound like it. You sound very youthful.
Well, thank you. You're going to kid yourself.
I got 2 years till I retire.
I've been retired in November. It'll be 10 years. Fortunately, it was a fun job. Unfortunately, I hated to leave work.
Roger, what kind of line of work was it?
Yes, communications. I was a communications technician for 30 years.
Ah, very cool. So were you on the technical side, the repair side, or the actual speaking?
No, I didn't get on the radio much. I traveled to all the different mountain tops between San Diego and the Colorado River because the regional communications system for Southern California covered 2 counties. And we repaired the microwaves, the chargers, the generators. We had to do everything, including just menial electrical work, changing out outlets, wiring, whatever, lights. It was very challenging and it's very rewarding. I got to play with everything. I got to repair 6-gig microwave amplifiers, everything down to low-band radios. I completely rebuilt a 6-meter station that was used for the racing system that had been literally eaten by rats. The whole insides of it, there was wires that were severed and gone, and circuit boards had been peed on and had literally eroded away. So the only way to tell where the trace was by the different coloring of the PC board. And I managed to put that back together and get back on the air. It was up for several years before they upgraded to Daniel's radio.
Very interesting. So is that considered a federal job, state job, or what?
Oh, no, it was county. County of San Diego. And it's actually the sheriff's department that runs the communications. So I was literally a sheriff's department employee, but not a deputy.
Too bad that some of those rats didn't take a bite of the cat, man. I probably would have charged them. There's a guy named Larry that does something in that same neighborhood that you're talking about. Larry, he's over there in Harbor City.
Boy, to me that was one of the nicest, funnest job I had ever had. And that's why I said I hated to leave, but when I sat down one day and started figuring out how much I made working and how much I was going to make by taking my retirement and my social security and not having to drive 30 miles a day to work and back. It just made more sense to retire.
Yeah, some of these, state jobs and county jobs and so forth, you can put enough years in where you can make more money retired than you can working the job. Yeah, the Calper system. So Larry, N9QE, he has an interesting background. He's currently working for the FAA in communications. He's always working on antennas and so forth here and there.
However, they promoted him out of the
so he might even know Larry. Who knows? Interesting.
Hey, Keith, I'm going to check out. I can't hear anybody else. November 6, kilowatt X-ray 73.
You can hear me.
All right, Rob. Hey, take care. We'll talk. WE6QXA.
I can hear Rob. This is Bill N6UTD.
Hey, Bill.
Rob, you got a copy?
He gone.
You go, man, when they say they're gone, they're gone. Man, they can't even wait. That's called impatience.
Well, if you can't hear anybody, I can't blame him. And maybe I was hogging the frequency too. I don't know. WE6QXA is going to shut up.
Somebody has to talk. Hey, Bill, N6UTD, do you talk on that KOA repeater or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I talk there regularly.
I listen every once in a while. Pretty good conversation out there. I don't think I'd fit in talking, but it's fun to listen to.
Yeah, it's a fun place to listen as well because there's always something. Well, not always, but compared to lots of other places, there's lots of conversations going on, and the thing that I like about it is that there's really no topic that's off limits. So for me, I get tired of talking about the weather in places, so it's fun to actually have stimulating conversations with no limits.
No limits. I was going to just say that it's pretty much unfiltered 24/7, which I like. I like there's a place you can go for that, but I just never decided to chime in. It kind of gets annoying when people make those weird noises, so I usually end up turning off right about that time.
Well, a lot of us regulars, we do the same thing. We chime off at some time because we don't appreciate some of those idiots too. But for some reason the idiots tend to congregate there. I'm not sure why. And then they got that stupid simplex repeater going on over there too. And so when stuff like that happens, then we'll just move on to a few other places. Some of them will sit there and what do you call it? Stick it out and try to deal with it or just talk over some of the idiots, but a lot of us will just move on at that point and just either ignore them, or sometimes we'll keep the idiots going just because we want to find them, and there's some of the regular guys who talk there that actually do try to talk and try to find them. And but there's a good camaraderie over there too. A lot of people have known each other for decades, and we usually have one or two camp outs a year or a picnic or something where we get to actually meet up face to face as well.
Copy that. It sounds like a pretty good fun group. I think you might have mixed with somebody. I'm not 100% sure. I thought I heard somebody else in there.
Yeah, I'll stand by. Go ahead.
Keith, I know you're saying 73 to somebody. Was there somebody talking with him?
And Mario says he was checking out, and I just want to say 73, without interrupting you guys.
I'll copy. I didn't hear Mario. I apologize.
I think he didn't hear you guys either, so.
I think I heard him earlier, but I didn't hear him right now, unfortunately.
He was saying that when you and Bill were talking.
I apologize.
he came in on top of you guys just to say, he's out of here. But again, I don't think he heard whoever, but it's all good.
Copy. We're just talking about there's a local repeater. I think it's on Santiago or Sunset or both. I don't know. It's a pretty vibrant repeater. There's a lot of people on from like 3 o'clock in the morning, pretty much on all day. I listen to once. I haven't listened to it lately. Last couple months, I haven't listened to it, but pretty lively community of people on there, and lots of different topics.
Is this a digital frequency?
I think they have like P25, but I don't think I can't hear that unless I'm listening to it on my scanner. But majority of it's FM.
Yeah, the main part's FM, and the main repeater is on Sunset, and that's owned by one gentleman. And then when when the craziness gets too crazy, some of us head over to the other guy's repeater on Santiago, and so that's kind of how it works. It's a little less crazy over off of Santiago.
And speaking of those, we're talking about the crazy people. I've heard some noisy people are the guys that make the weird noises. Somebody is awful close to my home KTH because if I listen to the input, they're like slamming me. So I'd love to hunt that guy one of these days.
Oh, trust me. So yeah, if you hear him going or something, definitely do that. And if you know who to let know offline, let him know. Otherwise, you can let me know, and I know exactly who to let know, and we'll move forward from there. But yeah, those guys who make the noises, like the one guy who just makes the growling noises, and there's the squeaky guy, and then there's the simplex repeater, and sometimes a few other weird ones get out there. And that's why if they get to know you out there, not everyone uses their call sign. They won't talk to you unless if they don't know your voice. They won't talk to you without a call sign. But then once they know you, I know it's not FCC, but the culture is that you don't have to give yourself a call sign if you don't want. I tend not to give my call sign there because I don't like to give the jammers information, so that's just me. But everyone knows my voice out there, so it's not an issue. But yeah, we would love to catch some of those jammers. But sometimes there's people that are stupid on there that actually have talent and put on good entertainment from time to time over the years, and they're pretty funny. But these guys that are currently being stupid don't have much talent at all. So part of the time we ignore them. Sometimes we just keep them going just in case someone's trying to hunt them down. But that's kind of how it usually goes. And if it gets too crazy, and I don't particularly care for it, so I'll just head over to the other guy's repeater and see if there's anything going on over there. But one of the guys who talked over at the other one recently died, and so there's a little bit less chatter there right now. While that culture kind of rebuilds itself. But it's a neat community. Everyone, we do pretty beautiful tributes to some of the brothers who died. I'm a relative newbie over there, though. I've only been participating over there for about 6 years, but a lot of the guys have been around for much longer.
A newbie being only there for 6 years, wow. Yeah, I've been listening to him on and off for a couple of years. It's probably the most entertaining. It's better than talk radio sometimes because it's pretty much unfiltered. There's definitely some conspiracy theorists out there, but I'm good with. I like hearing both sides of the spectrum, and sometimes it's kind of healthy. So I enjoy listening. I I think I heard somebody died over like Christmas time or something like that. I didn't hear it recently, but I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, there's been a couple actually, but yeah, the guy who died over Christmas time, we had a camp out. We built a beautiful tribute to him on the camp out, and then recently there's another guy who died. They haven't decided what they're going to do for him yet, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I feel the same way. Some of the entertainment over there is better than talk radio, and some days I don't even key up at all, and other days, you know, I feel like I key up too much. So, but listening is definitely entertaining for me, and you know, a lot of times some of those conspiracy theories turn out to be true. So, you know, I'm like you. I like to hear both sides, and it's a place where there's where you can talk about both sides.
Copy that. I don't want to be hogging too much here, so if someone wants to jump in there, feel free.
KS6 West. About an hour ago, New Orleans lost all its power in the whole city. All the power's down in New Orleans.
Well, it's crazy. I wonder if anyone's heard anything about that what are they calling it? The fire down there south of Marietta, the Chaparral fire.
There's a bunch of fires down in that area. I wonder if the emergency nets is gonna be on frequency tomorrow after the hurricane. It got quiet out there.
Hey, is someone talking? I didn't want to double over anyone I couldn't hear.
I don't think so. I heard Fred out there, and then he disappeared.
Oh yeah, I heard Fred too. Fred's a little more faint for me, but yeah, I wasn't hearing anyone talking anyway either. So I was just assuming that someone I couldn't hear was talking.
Are you up late generally?
I start winding down around 10-ish. Yeah, I might. Yeah, 10, 11. I'm calling it quits.
I might hit you up on the way home. I'll text you. Get to meet over on the Santiago Papa machine, maybe. Want to see if I don't know why I disconnected from that repeater the other night.
Yeah, for sure. That sounds fun. I'm game for sure.
I tried connecting to the OAT mountain repeater, and I don't think they were linked together on Friday night.
They I know that, on Friday was when they upgraded the Santiago machine.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. It's weird. I heard you coming out of another, I think it was Saddle, when I was going up to 57. I was going to try to hit you on that, and as soon as I got in the canyon, it died. So I guess I'll try Santiago. Maybe Oath's connected to it now.
Okay, very good. And that was on Friday?
I think that was on Friday, right? It was like, what, 9:45?
Okay, that was, it was Friday, when we were talking. I think Santiago is probably your best bet in the whole Orange County area. That's kind of the primary main one there. I was kind of hitting up Cecil the other night to add maybe another repeater because they rely on Santiago for such a huge footprint, and it seems like in the analog system they have so many overlapping repeaters, and I think they even have a lot of overlapping on the DMR system too. But the D-Star system, they have a lot of repeaters to cover like San Diego, but for this area it's almost entirely relied upon Santiago. But then he told me about the upgrade that they did there. They did quite an upgrade. I can tell you about it if you'd like to hear.
Sure, because usually Santiago, if you're on the 91 and you're west of the 71 and before the 55, it almost has no coverage, if I recall right.
Yeah, there's some shadow zones for sure, and I'd like to keep track of some of those because, as a member, that's kind of where, I enjoy the D-Star system and I enjoy D-Star, so I want to make sure that they continue to promote upgrading that system, because I feel like if everyone's quiet about that and everyone's saying, hey, let's make the DMR system bigger. Let's add more to the P25 system. Then D-Star is not going to get any love, and so I figure that we have to voice up in order to make sure that D-Star keeps getting some love. But I'll go ahead and leave a break here for a second. So anyway, so what they did was they upgraded the repeater there, and apparently for one side of the repeater, I think it was for the output. Both sides, they were relying on, I guess it was a mobile unit that was there before, and so for the input or for the receive, mobile units don't have very good filtering. So with what they put up there now, they put a solid Motorola repeater, I guess, and it's got a lot more filtering, so that's going to make it hear better. And then for the transmit, I forget what they told me that it was only putting out before. I think it was only putting out like 8 watts before, and now they're putting out like 35 watts because the Motorola is a lot more bulletproof at higher duty cycles. So since they upgraded that one, I figured I would give it a chance before I start complaining about more about in this area about what to do. But I was driving home from from Agoura Hills on Thursday night, and I'm not sure when to switch and whatnot coming this way, because I don't drive that direction very often. But yeah, I want to find the shadow zones and figure out what to suggest. Anyway, back to you, Greg.
Copy. I'm just looking on their website right now and looking at the coverage of Santiago. I don't know if they had updated it yet or not, but I don't know if you're watching the stream, but there is a black spot here where it's not, the green is not covered on the 91, and that's where I take to work every day, or pretty much every day when I go to work. So, and also there's a little bit on the 57 just south of the 60 where I'm at. I mean, that's a big canyon. The only area that covers those two areas are usually sunset. Usually comes in pretty clear on the 57 through the Diamond Bar Canyon area, I guess it would be called.
That's the Green Valley section of 91 is definitely not covered. But so I'll tell you what I do sometimes. Sometimes I'll switch over to Keller Peak and unlink the reflector there and temporarily connect to 12 Alpha for some of those sections because Keller's got such great coverage. But right now, Keller is working, but for some reason, I'm not sure exactly what the problem is, but the reflector is not connected. Well, the reflector's working and the repeater's working, but they are not connected together right now, so I'm not sure what the deal is. There must be something wrong with either the internet connection or what. I haven't talked to Dennis to find out, but hopefully he gets that fixed. But that's kind of been my solution a little bit. I talked to Cecil the other day, and he sounded open to adding another repeater, maybe in Redlands, which might cover. I'm not sure if it would fix the problem in Green Valley, but it would fix the problem of that whole mountain range that is between the 60 and the 10 freeways. There's that mountain range there, and so there's that shadow zone. There's lots of shadow zones along the 10 where Santiago's blocked by that mountain range in various sections, and so maybe adding another repeater in Redlands would fix that. The reason Redlands is because there's a guy who lives in Redlands, or has lived in Redlands, mostly lives in Redlands, and he's got a number of repeaters and repeater sites there, and it'd be easy for them to, and now he's associated with the PAPA system, and so they could add another repeater there.
Copy that. Too bad no sunset. Sunset would be perfect for me. Although Santiago is, pretty good coverage for my area, but sunset will fix a lot of the problems I'm having with it. But I understand why they would want to cover that area. It makes a lot more sense. But I'm just wondering why OAT is not connected. So I don't know how that stuff works. I don't know how to. Maybe someone disconnected that reflector from the network or something. I'm not sure. Or that repeater from the network.
Well, you could always try reconnecting it to the 212 Alpha yourself if you can hit OAT. Sunset would be great, and actually that would be. I just don't know if they have any connection to Sunset, but honestly, that actually would be the best way to double up coverage because, for almost all the areas that I drive, Sunset is fantastic coverage, and the only reason I can gauge that is because the other repeater that I listen to and sometimes talk on Sunset is. Just seems to cover all the area that I drive to. Fantastic. So, I would vote for Sunset as well. I think that's a great location.
Yeah, Sunset gets into LA pretty decently for me too. Santiago, not so much, especially along the 60 on the eastbound and westbound between the 605 and the 57. It's pretty choppy, at least with the antenna and system I had before. I haven't driven into LA in about a month, but generally speaking, at least even on their little grid there, excuse me, their little signal strength thing there had that area kind of very, very light green.
I totally agree. Again, that's that whole concept of mountains that are running east and west, and I know I mentioned the one between the 60 and the 10. But then, yeah, you're talking about more mountains running east and west, just south of 60 there too. And yeah, any of those east and west mountains seem to block Santiago, because it's so far south, and create those shadow zones. So yeah, I would love to eliminate those shadow zones. And yeah, Sunset would be a great spot for that, I think. Yeah, I'm looking at I just turned on the YouTube feed. So how was dinner? What did you have for dinner?
You're an IE guy. Have you heard of Cass and Cleaver in Rancho Cucamonga?
Oh, I've heard of Cass and Cleaver. I'm trying to remember why I know Cass and Cleaver, but I've not eaten at the one in Rancho Cucamonga. I think maybe they had another location that maybe I ate at before.
They had a couple, one in San Dimas and one in Riverside, but we went up there celebrating my birthday from last week. We're supposed to go last week, but we had some water issues in our house, so we had to pretty much cancel everything we had planned last week. But spent some time with my parents up there. It was pretty nice. It's kind of a basic place, but it's nice to support local businesses.
Yeah, definitely. I'm all about supporting local businesses, and I like those. I like some of those different hole-in-the-wall restaurants too, or nice, not just hole-in-the-wall, but nice local restaurants, in those areas. There's another one, I forget the name of it. It was up there off of the up by the Red Hill area. There's a restaurant. I forget the name of it. Anyway, yeah, I'm always looking for some of those gems. Thanks for reminding me of Cass and Cleaver. Maybe I'll have to hit that one up one of these days soon.
Copy that. I'm actually going to head out. Got a kind of a busy tomorrow morning before I head to work, so I want to kind of pack up my stuff because I've been off for a couple of days, my work stuff that is. So I'm going to call it an early night for me, and I'll text you if I get off at a decent time, and maybe we can meet up on Keller or something like that. I'd love to do some range testing with that repeater with my new mobile setup I have sit there, and free up the frequency here, kind of hogging it the last 20 minutes or so. So anyways, this is Greg, K6EGG. I'm going to sign off here on your final. Have a good evening, everybody.
Okay, great. Greg, this is Bill N6UTD. I will chat with you later. Yeah, just send me a text, and if I can, I'll meet up with you, and we'll play some radio range finding. You have a good evening. 7-3.
Copy that, and good night, everybody.
All right, everybody watching the stream here. I'm going to call it a night. A little earlier than normal. Got a little quiet out there. I didn't want to hog all the frequency like I have been the last couple minutes. Kind of got to get ready for work tomorrow. Kind of a long week. I should be on, I could be on Wednesday night, more than likely Thursday night, and I have Sunday and Monday off next week. So those couple nights, I should be on 2 or 3 nights in the coming week. Last week was kind of busy dealing with some stuff here locally in my house with water damage from my leaky shower in the back. So it's been kind of interesting week, and supposed to be getting some a new bed tomorrow. It's going to be kind of crazy. So just want to get an early start on stuff tomorrow, so I'm not what am I looking for? What am I about to say here? What am I trying to say here? So I don't get behind, and I got to deal with some work stuff before I get to work. So I want to get that taken care of. Anyways, anybody new watching tonight, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below on the right hand side, right down there. Would much appreciate it. And I will see you either Wednesday or Thursday, which should be the second, I believe. It would be the first if it was Wednesday, and the second of September, if my math is right. So anyways, have a good evening. This is Greg, K6EGG from the city of Chino.